Well, hello, and welcome again to another edition of Storytime with Uncle Corey. How are you, kiddos? It's good to see you. Happy Memorial Day. Today, when I'm recording it, is Memorial Day. It happens to be the last day of May. The holiday fell on the last day of the calendar this month. And Memorial Day is kind of special because it's when we unofficially begin celebrating summer. And when you think of summer, what kind of things come to mind? Right, no school, exactly. Yeah, and being able to go outside and enjoy how nice and warm it is. You get to go play outside, go fishing outside, go walk around, ride your bike, all kinds of cool things. You get to see trees, and you get to see flowers. Flowers are especially out right now at this time of the year. In fact, there's a saying. Did you ever hear that saying? April showers, the month before May, April showers bring May flowers. And what does that mean? So the month before May is April, and it tends to rain a lot during April. And that rain feeds the earth and gives it the water it needs to shoot up all the beautiful flowers that come up. And the flowers usually come up right around now. In fact, last Wednesday, when we had full moon, that particular moon was called the flower moon by the Native Americans who lived in North America before us. And they called it the flower moon because it's right at this time of the year that the flowers all come up. And I thought that was really cool. I never knew that before. I also didn't know that our birth months all have flowers associated with them. Did you know that? That the month that you are born has a special flower assigned to it. I didn't know that either. I found that out in the book that we're going to read today, which is called Welcome Flower Child. And it's by Bridget Barriger. And she did both the writing and all the beautiful illustrations for this book. And it'll walk us through the 12 months of the year and tell us what flowers are assigned to that year. So we'll all find out what our birthday flowers are. So how about we get started? Sound good? Okay. All right, let me get the cover off here so it's a little easier to work with. And we'll open it up. And we'll start Welcome Flower Child by Bridget Barriger. Flowers bloom inside this book. Turn the pages, take a look. A flower blooms each month anew. Find the flower just for you. And here we'll take a moment and we'll look at her beautiful artwork. She opens up the book with an illustration of a beautiful garden of wildflowers with butterflies. How many butterflies do you see? Do you see butterflies in this picture? Let's look close. Let's see. I see a butterfly here, and I see a butterfly here, and then there's one over here. I see at least 3 butterflies, and if you look close, you might notice some fairies in the garden as well. There's one here. There's one here. Do you see any others? There's one hiding up here in the plant, sitting on a leaf, and another one sitting up a little bit higher. There's 4 fairies that I see in this picture. Pretty neat, huh? All right. So it's going to start with the first month of the year. Do we know what that month is? Do you know what that month is? The first month of the year? What is it? It always comes after the holiday season and after December, which is the last month of the year. Starts with New Year's as a holiday. I think it starts with J. Oh, yeah, right. January, right. January is the first month. In January, the year is new as you bring life and light with you. The way you blossom big and bold brings warmth and love to fight the cold. The flower for January is the carnation. There's a beautiful picture of carnations. Now, I have pictures here so you can see what carnations really look like from a photograph. And as you can see, carnations can be all different kinds of flower or colors. They're very, very hardy flowers, and they're good for surviving the cold. They grow well at that time of the year. Now, is there anyone we know who is born in January that their flower would be the carnation? Is there anyone in our family who's born in January? Do you know? Oh, I know someone. Yeah, someone very special. I think it would be Gavin. Gavin is born in January, so his flower is the carnation. Now, after January comes February. February is the next month. February flowers, slow to unfold, will open wide with hearts of gold. A child with charm and dreaming eyes brings sunshine to the grayest skies. The grayest skies. Why do they say that? Well, generally because February in North America is kind of a gray, kind of dark time of the year. It's kind of the deepest part of winter, and so it's pretty cold, and you don't really want to go outside. So to offset the darkness, the grayness of February, they chose the beautiful violet as the official flower for the month. The violet is the flower for February. Now, who do we know who's born in February? Oh, yeah, you know what? There isn't anyone in our family who's born in February. There just isn't. But thinking back to some previous episodes of Storytime with Uncle Corey, we know someone, maybe even two people, who have their birthdays in February. Can you remember who that is? Think back to when we first started and we talked about the very first inauguration. The very first inauguration for the very first president, George Washington. George Washington has his birthday in February. And so does the famous president, Abraham Lincoln. They both have their birthdays in February. So their flower would be the violet. Now, after February, it starts to warm up a little bit. And we get the first signs of spring. And the month after February is March. All March babes are warm and bright, like daffodils, a spring delight. A sunshine smile is what you bring to make each day as fresh as spring. The official flower for the month of March is the daffodil. And I love the daffodil. It's one of my favorite flowers. They used to grow along the creek down in front of Grandma Linda and Pap's house. They would grow on the one edge, and they may still grow there to this day. But they're a flower that I always associate with the first part of spring, and they're usually associated with Easter. So now, is there anyone we know in our family who's born in March? Yeah, there's a lot of people actually in our family who are born in March. We have Grandma Linda. She's born in March. There's Pap. He also is born in March. There's Landon. Landon's born in March. Amy, Gavin's mom. Amy is born in March. And someone else special, someone named Macklin. Macklin is also born in March. All of you have the daffodil as your birth flower. And here I'll show you a picture of what a daffodil looks like. Aren't they pretty? And you know, I don't think I showed you the picture of the violets too. Violets from February. That's what a violet looks like. So vibrant and purple. Love them. All right. So now moving after March, now we start to get into spring, and we get into a wet month of the year. Do you know what that month is? We said it earlier. It's April. April is the next month of the year. April flowers have no fear, born to thrive and persevere. Sweet vines reach towards the sun, posies bloom and burst with fun. The official flower for April is the sweet pea. That's a cool illustration, isn't it? And here I have a picture of this is what sweet peas look like. They're very pretty flowers. Now, is there anyone in April we know who has a birthday whose flower would be the sweet pea? I can think of two people from our family. There is Jason, that would be Gavin's dad. He is born in April, as well as Lori, Gigi. Gigi's born in April, and her flower would be the sweet pea. Both her and Jason have the sweet pea as their flower. All right, now we get to the month of this recording. May. Welcoming May's butterflies are lacy bells and blushing skies. With smiles and laughter, charm and grace, your love feels like a warm embrace. The official flower for the month of May is the lily of the valley. The lily of the valley. And here I have a picture for you what they look like. See how they kind of look like bells? Yeah, hanging off their stem, all those white flowers, they kind of look bells hanging there. They're very pretty flowers. Now, there aren't any births in the month of May in our family, but we can all celebrate the beautiful flowers that come up in May, especially the lily of the valley. So, now, moving forward past May into the next month. Do you know what that is? The next month is June. The kindest babes are born in June, and shine just like the sun at noon. With your brambles magic grows, a child lovely as a rose. The official flower for the month of June is the rose. Yeah. Now, is there anyone in our family who we know has the rose for their flower? People who are born in June. In fact, I want to make sure I show you here. Here's a picture of what roses look like. And as you can see, they're beautiful flowers. And they too come in all different kinds of colors. So, who is born in June who would have the rose for their flower? Anyone you can think of? I can think of two people. There is Linny, which is Burden and Brantley's mom. She is born in June. And Anthony, which is Broden and Brantley's dad. He is born in June as well. So for Linny and for Anthony, their flower will be the rose. All right, now we're halfway through the year. That brings us to July. Who loves the month of July? I love the month of July. We have the 4th of July, which is a holiday right at the start of the month, and we get all those great fireworks. And flowers are a little bit like fireworks in nature because they're so bursting and full of color. Little one born in July, you're brilliant as the summer sky. You bring radiant fun to every day with a smile to send the blues away. The official flower for the month of July is the water lily. Water lilies are really cool. They grow on the top of ponds and lakes. Here, I have a picture for you. Their leaves are what we often think of as like lily pads for frogs. So right here, like you can sort of see, there's the surface of the water, and the flowers grow along the top of it. And they too can have all different kinds of colors. But how pretty are those flowers? Yeah, I love water lilies. Now, is there anyone born in July from our family that you can think of? I can think of one special person. I can think of Pappy C. Pappy C is born in July. So his flower for the month that he's born in is the water lily. Now we get to the hottest month of the year, August. August flowers stand up for what is just. You're the kind of friend we all can trust. Your tender heart is so resilient and blooms like flowers, big and brilliant. The flower for the month of August is the poppy. Have you ever seen a poppy? Oh, they too come in all different kinds of colors, but they're such a beautiful, they're a particular favorite of mine. There's the poppy. They're so bright and cheery. They're such a cheery flower. Now, how about in August? Is there anyone in August we can think of who's born, whose flower would be the poppy? I know one special little girl who's born in August. Chesney. Chesney's birthday is in August. So your flower is the poppy. Yay. All right, so then coming after August, the next month is September, right? Flower child born in September, your affection is what we remember. With warmth and magic in your heart, your grace always sets you apart. The flower for the month of September is the marigold. Oh, I love marigolds. They're so cheery. They're bright blue flowers, and they grow in vines. So you might see them growing up the side of a house or up some lattice, like a lattice that you might have along like a garden. Here's a picture of what they look like. Those are morning glories. So beautiful. So who do we know who is born in September? Oh, I can think of one special guy. Brooks. Brooks is born in September. And also Uncle Doug. Uncle Doug is born in September. So their flowers are the morning glories. Okay, now we're coming into the final quarter of the year, and it turns fall. The days get shorter. We get Halloween. And the month that Halloween is in is October, right. October's children truly care, live to comfort, heal, and share. A friend who knows just what to do, loving others is easy for you. The flower for the month of October is the marigold. And marigolds are so bright and cheery, and they have all the beautiful fall colors. Here's just a sample of what they can look like. Are they pretty? People use them for all kinds of decorations, for Halloween and for Dia de los Muertos, and even going into Thanksgiving. So, is there anybody in October who we know who would have their flower be the marigold? I think there's two. There's Owen. Owen's birthday is in October. His flower is the marigold. And there's someone else. Who would it be? Oh, I know. It's me. I'm born in October, and my flower is the marigold. Okay, now going into the last 2 months of the year. Do you know what the month before the last one is? It's the month when there is Thanksgiving, when we have turkey. That month is November. November flower, you're such fun, giving the giggles to everyone. As you brighten up the dusty fall, your warmth brings smiles to us all. The flower for the month of November is the chrysanthemum. And just like the marigold, the chrysanthemum has all kinds of beautiful fall colors to it. And here's a picture so you can see what a chrysanthemum looks like. A little different than a marigold. Kind of looks the same in some ways, but it's a little different. Now, November. Is there anybody whose birthday is in November? I can think of someone in our family. There is Kelly. Kelly is Landon and Macklin's mom, and her birthday is in November. So she would have the chrysanthemum. All right, last month of the year. We're almost finished. Can anyone tell me what that month is? It's the one with Christmas in it. That's always an easy way to remember it. December, right. December's flowers are vibrant and strong. They raise our spirits like a song. Your sweetness and courage are a gift that gives our hearts a cheerful lift. The flower for the month of December, this one's pretty easy if you can think of it, is the poinsettia. The poinsettia is the flower for December. And that's a flower that you see all over the place at Christmas time. Why? Because the poinsettia, here's a picture, has the beautiful colors of Christmas. The green leaves and the red petals of the flower. The red and green of Christmas. And the poinsettia is such a pretty flower. I love seeing them at the holidays. Now, is there anyone in our family who's born in December? I think we got almost everybody, right? Is there anyone left? Oh, no, wait, there are a couple, at least 3 I can think of. There's 2 very special people who are probably watching this right now. There's Broden and there's Brantley. They have their birthdays in December, as well as Eric. Eric is Brooks and Owen's dad. He has his birthday in December as well. My goodness. That's a great month to have for your birthday and to have for a birthday flower, the poinsettia. All right. So let's wrap this book up. No matter what the time of year, you were born to be held dear. Adventure through the garden bed, travel where your heart has led. The greatest bliss I'll ever know will be to watch you grow and grow and grow. And here's the final illustration going back to that same collection of wildflowers. And the book has a cool flap out where it folds the pages out and you see all the fairies and the butterflies and the moths flying away. Isn't that a great illustration? And what a great book. It was a great book. It was great to learn what our flowers are for the months that we're born. I thought that was pretty fun. And I hope you liked it as well. And I hope you liked this edition of Storytime with Uncle Corey. There will be more books for the month of June later on. So watch for them. But until then, you take very good care of yourselves. Know that I love you with all my heart and that I will see you soon. Okay? All right. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.